The significance of setting in narratives.
Learning objectives. Define the 4 components of setting and give examples. Describe how setting influences characters, plot, and mood. Plan narratives to demonstrate how setting can shape story elements. Analyze narratives to demonstrate how setting shapes story elements.
Look at the following images. With a partner, share how each setting makes you feel and what kind of story you might expect to unfold there. Be prepared to share your thoughts. Understanding the setting in narratives is crucial for interpreting literature, as it provides the foundation upon which the story unfolds. The setting defines the time and place, creating a backdrop that influences the plot, shapes character development, and underscores themes. It also sets the mood and atmosphere, making the story more immersive and emotionally impactful. By analyzing setting, we gain deeper insight into the social, cultural, and historical contexts that drive characters' actions, motivations, and decisions, enriching our comprehension and appreciation of the literary work as a whole. Components of setting. An overview. In the context of literature, setting refers to the time and place in which the story's events occur. But the setting is more than just the physical location. It encompasses the broader environment that includes social, cultural, and historical contexts. Let's take a look at the 4 main components of setting and consider the influence of each. Time period. Definition. The era or specific period in which the story takes place. Examples: Victorian England, the Roaring Twenties, post-apocalyptic future. Influence. The time period affects the characters' lifestyles, language, and societal norms. It can also impact the plot through historical events or technological advancements relevant to that era. Definition. The specific physical place where the story occurs. Examples: a bustling city, a remote village, an enchanted forest. Influence. The geographical location can shape the plot and characters' interactions. For instance, a story set in a desert might involve survival challenges, while a city setting might focus on social dynamics and anonymity. Context. Definition. The societal norms, cultural practices, and historical circumstances that define the character's world. Examples: class divisions in Regency England, racial segregation in the American South, cultural traditions in rural Japan. Influence. The social and cultural context influences characters' beliefs, behaviors, and relationships. It can also highlight themes such as prejudice, tradition, or social change. Atmosphere. The mood or feeling evoked by the setting. An eerie, haunted mansion, a cozy, warm cottage, a tense, war-torn battlefield. Influence. The atmosphere enhances the emotional impact of the story. It can foreshadow events, create suspense, or provide a sense of comfort and safety, thus affecting readers' engagement with the narrative. The role of setting. Character development. The environment of a story deeply influences the growth and evolution of its characters. By interacting with their environments, characters face challenges, reveal their true personality, and undergo significant transformations. Settings provide catalysts that help to illustrate characters' behaviors, beliefs, and motivations. Understanding how the setting influences character development allows readers to gain deeper insights into the complexities of human experience. Some examples. Geographical location. Growing up in a small coastal town, Pedro developed a deep connection to the sea and a strong sense of adventure. Historical context. Richard was haunted by the horrors of war.
His once jovial demeanor was now tempered by the weight of loss and trauma. Cultural norms. Harumi upheld the value of filial piety, prioritizing family harmony and obedience to her elders above all else. Social or cultural environment. Harper's rebellious streak formed in defiance against the oppressive norms imposed upon her by a strict authoritarian society. Atmospheric mood. Living in the bustling metropolis, Mr. Tran found himself both propelled by the fast pace of city life, yet simultaneously lonely. Economic conditions. Raised in poverty, Murad developed a relentless determination to overcome adversity and create a better future for himself.
Impact of setting on plot. The setting can introduce or foreshadow obstacles, power dynamics, or competing interests among characters or groups. For example, a story set in a war-torn country may involve characters struggling to survive amidst violence and instability. Motivating character actions. The setting can motivate characters to make choices, ultimately driving the plot forward. For example, a character living in a wealthy, upper-class setting may be driven by ambition or maintaining social status. Influence on mood and atmosphere. Settings create mood and atmosphere in a story through descriptive details, sensory imagery, and evocative language that convey the sensory experience of the environment, setting the tone and emotional ambiance for the narrative. For example, a dark, foreboding alleyway in a city may create suspense and foreshadow dangerous events, while a sun-drenched beach could evoke sensations of warmth, relaxation, and freedom. Creative activity. Instructions. You will work in small groups and each be given a different setting scenario, such as a deserted island, a futuristic city, or a medieval village. Each group will create a brief story outline that includes main characters and plot summary. Consider how your setting might influences the plot and characters. At the end, each group will share their story outline with the class.
Symbolic settings.
Symbolic and psychological settings go beyond merely providing a backdrop for the action. They play a crucial role in conveying deeper meanings and emotional states, often reflecting themes, character psychology, or societal conditions. Can you think of any texts you've read or viewed that involved symbolic or psychological settings? Symbolic settings. Symbolic settings are locations or environments within a narrative that hold deeper meanings beyond their literal existence. They often represent abstract ideas, themes, or concepts, and are used to enhance the story's symbolic dimension. Example: The Green Light in The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The green light at the end of Daisy's dock symbolizes Gatsby's hopes and dreams for the future, particularly his desire to reunite with Daisy. It represents unattainable goals and the illusion of the American dream. Example: The Overgrown Garden in The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. The neglected garden symbolizes the hidden, neglected parts of the characters' lives and emotions. As the garden is brought back to life, so are the characters' spirits and relationships. Psychological settings carry metaphorical significance, adding layers of meaning to a narrative. They reflect the psychological state or internal experiences of characters, including their emotions, thoughts, and mental states. The Red Room in Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, where young Jane is locked as punishment, symbolizes her feelings of isolation, fear, and oppression.
It reflects her psychological trauma and foreshadows her struggles throughout the novel. The Haunted House in The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, the decaying mansion of the House of Usher, with its gloomy atmosphere, labyrinthine corridors, and eerie echoes, mirrors the deteriorating mental state of its inhabitants, Roderick and Madeline Usher.
Analytical activity.
Let's recap. Setting includes the following components: time period, location, context, and atmosphere. Setting shapes narratives by developing characters' personalities, reflecting social, cultural, or historical contexts, symbolizing themes, mirroring characters' psychological states, motivating characters' actions, setting the stage for conflict, foreshadowing events, conveying mood and atmosphere. Conclusion. Setting plays a crucial role in creating immersive and engaging narratives by providing a rich backdrop for the story to unfold. It transports readers to different times, places, and environments, evoking sensory experiences and emotional responses that bring the narrative to life. By paying attention to setting when reading and analyzing literature, we can deepen our understanding of characters, themes, and plot dynamics, gaining insights into the cultural, social, and historical contexts that shape the narrative. Conclusion. Setting plays a crucial role in creating immersive and engaging narratives by providing a rich backdrop for the story to unfold. It transports readers to different times, places, and environments, evoking sensory experiences and emotional responses that bring the narrative to life. By paying attention to setting when reading and analyzing literature, we can deepen our understanding of characters, themes, and plot dynamics, gaining insights into the cultural, social, and historical contexts that shape the narrative.
Thank you for watching. Enjoy learning.